Are you with me? Now, 13 years old, rolled into, I just felt like that. I see myself enjoying music, presentation. I just love music. Just by the side. But because my mom is a nurse, okay? So every drug anybody needs, I know mommy has. Oh, my head. Oh, my head. She just begin to introduce all the drugs, and I just naturally just begin also to like what she's doing because she's always, even if somebody else in another compound, they need any drug, mommy would say, oh, give her, no, don't give this, give that, bigger. Oh, no, don't do that, do this, do that. So I was just naturally just enjoying it. After a while, it takes like this. They just asked me, oh, girl, what do you want to become at, this mommy is enough. Let me be a doctor. I just decided out of everything around me because mom is there, everything caring for people. So I just felt I should also be caring for people. All day, started to continue. I left Ibadan. I came to Lagos when I left GSS 3. I came to Lagos to continue my secondary school. That was when I had to make up my mind what exactly, or rather the class I should be. Because already what I've been building up in my mind is to be a doctor. When you say that to your parents, sometimes they're just so excited. I don't want to be a doctor. All that is a very beautiful feeling. If you ask me again, I could tell you 3 things that I really would love to be. And out of those 3 things, 2 is already happening already. The 3rd one is because time didn't permit me. But thank God I made up my mind on time about what I really wanted to do. After a while, that is coming to Lagos, KSL 3. I have to make up my mind to have to be a science class, art class, commercial class, that's what we stop. So something new is available for you guys, We're not just so restricted, but in our own time, it's just commercial class, art class, and science class. However, before I'd already said that I wouldn't mind to be a doctor because of the influence of my mom, and they were excited about it. I entered it, after the degree, I entered science class. Science class, I just realized that I used to be really chatty, really talking. But when I got into that class, I don't talk anymore. I have to be quiet because everything became science. Everything was not connecting to the way I was really wired. Everything, when the teacher is teaching, I'm just like, okay. When they're talking vibration, I'm like, okay. Chemicals and all that, calculation, everything became calculation. All the same, I didn't want to disappoint my parents. I was just there. But I realized that my grades started dropping. Somehow, I was struggling. Somehow, I realized that I was struggling. But anyway, I finished secondary school, leaving secondary school, I was science student. Right. But that's not the end. Now, I need to get into the university. I realized that I didn't have, when I now left secondary school, I had English, I didn't have math, I didn't have physics, I didn't have chemistry. That's what I want to do science. I mean, medical is impossible. It's physics, I still believe, chemistry, biology, math, English, and I don't know, general for medical. It's fine. I just do. Yeah. So, but I didn't have math, I didn't have my physics, and that became very difficult. At that point, delay started creeping in because I didn't have my O level. I went back to do the GCE again. Yes, I didn't make it. I was still having problems. I couldn't get all of that results together. One day, something on my inside, just something on my inside without lying to myself. I said, what do I really naturally just respond to? Without any influence of anybody. What is it that if I'm in my world, I create it and people just say, oh, nice, beautiful. I started thinking, One day I just came to meet my dad. I said, Dad, please, can you allow me to write the duty again? He said, why are you taking permission to write it? I said, because I'm going to change some of my courses. You know, I'm going to do all those courses again. I'm going to do economics, fine arts, literature. The guy was looking at me, wanted to faint. He said, why? I said, I think I'm not really cut out for the sciences. Although I finished as a science student, but I think I'm not really cut out for it. Before it's too late, let me quickly navigate to the direction before it's too late. And he said, well, I'm not going to be there to write it for you. I'm not going to live your life for you. I'm not going to be there. So all I need to be there for you for is that you are educated. So feel free and look at everything and come back to me and still tell me that those are the things you still want to do. I said, okay, no problem. I went around, kept asking questions from people, you know, are you enjoying your course? The people in the university. So when you see some people around already in the university, when they say, what are you studying? Applied science. I said, applied science. What's it all about? I'll ask somebody else. He doesn't care whatever. What's it all about? I kept asking, are you enjoying the course? They don't know why I'm asking because I need to do what I need to do. That's too short to do experiments. I knew I missed it from the secondary school, and that caused a delay for me for about 4 years after I entered the university. I was just there. But I have to make up my mind because I know in my spirit mind that I'm not a failure. I know in my spirit mind that I'm not a dog. I know in my spirit mind that I am intelligent and I'm brilliant. But it's just that I'm not called out for so much that I'm giving to myself. I knew that there's something that runs in my mind that aligns with destiny for me. So, and I came out and I got it out because if all level is keeping me down, stopping me, I said, this is not who I am. This is who I am. I'm not a failure. But while I was waiting for the 4 years to enter the university, just not to feel out of place, I went to Yaba College of Technology. When I got there, because I didn't have math, I thought that the Polytechnic should wait some things for me. But because I didn't have mathematics, they now enrolled me. I was supposed to, because then I'm making up my mind to change my course. They now put me, I couldn't get into business admin. So that's the project I really wanted to have to do. They now gave me, the woman that was helping me now said, so that you don't just stay at home, stay around school, stay around the school environment. Let's give you secretarial service. I don't want to say no, because I don't want to go back home. I have to stay focused, at least. I have to be in line. I have to be closer. I have to be closer to it, because if I'm not closer to the things you want to do, the things that the exact thing you really want to do, there's every kind of thing that you lose interest. Anything anyone tells you from anywhere, you just go that direction. But because I already made up my mind and I've stayed too long at home, I don't want to stay again. Let me even go closer to the school and be watching other children. And because when I enter there, I say, okay, let's see, I think we want to see how we do it. And she said, okay. My name is David, but that wasn't what I chose. But so that, you know, when you get this course, they want to push you, they just push me to secretarial studies. I entered the class that day, and all the children in secretarial studies, they did commercial, I think they used to be commercial school for secondary school, where they do typing and shorthand. You already know typing and shorthand as a skill. But even school, I did sciences. So in the class, all the children, all those ladies, I just look again and say, oh no, wait, not again, not again. The lecturer or the teacher will come into the class and they will be dictating shorthand. The general manager, and they're supposed to be writing in shorthand, 50 words per minute. I said, not again. I just took my pen and said, not again. No. I wake up every morning to go to school. I'm miserable. I'm like, oh my God. When you're navigating, it's not so interesting. Because I was navigating, I was just trying to find my feet. Everything was like, in my life. But I didn't want to go home and stay on the street I'm following this other artist, what I made at home. I just wanted to be close to school. I made up my mind, I said, there's no problem. I told myself, I said, God, you know where I'm going. I know that this is the first of this one, I'm not really where I'm going. But I'm closer to destiny than ever. But you know what's one thing that's very beautiful? While I'm doing the normal classwork, somehow, because I love to present, like my brothers and sisters just presented today, I just went to where people were presenting. I said I got to present, and it's just normal choir, school mass choir. I just joined them. Maybe I joined them, and we started doing rehearsals. That was where I met the midnight crew that became midnight crew today. It was Michael, Abdul, Vega, Ayo. We just met. We're in the same choir. We're just in the same. We're in the class. Come on. Let me tell you something that happened there. Do you know why God took me to Yabate? He took me to Yabate to meet up the destiny that we are interpreting today. So when Daddy and Mommy ask you to do something, even if you cannot see it, just go there and just do it. I did it for just 2 years. For 2 years, I met with the biggest thing of my life. I met with destiny. The people that were supposed to fly together. Those were the people that I met. The class wasn't what I was supposed to do and do there. But anyways, I was in the class. That's why I didn't come out of the class. God just helped me just to see the review. I was in the class. But do you know why I was there? When I knew why God brought me here, that's why you need to know God. If you don't know God, God is the only person that can help you in the midst of everything, all your choice. Because if anything you make, God must just bring you. Sometimes God will send you to some area where, because you don't even know why you are there. But however, with time, everything just begins to speak. But let me navigate the bridge out of that. Immediately, I was in Yabate, right? One of our uncle came one day. That's why you need to be positive and ask questions. When you see people that fall ahead of you, grab them and ask them questions. It might not help you. Maybe this my uncle came, he's a lecturer in the University of Ibadan. And he's a lecturer in the University of Ibadan. I said, there's something in my mind I can't tell my dad. He said, what? I said, I'm studying art. I think that is the real thing. No regret right now, but I really want to study art. But I can't go too far because I'm in Lagos already. I want either Ibadan or Lagos so that it's not too far from me. And my uncle said, have you been to any university before? I said, no. He said, come on, let's go. Let's take a ride to a university. And I told my dad, I said, I've not been to any university before, but I want to follow his brother, his lecturer, just to go and sightsee, in the university. When I got into the school, if you have ever been to the University of Lagos, I just saw, everybody, students moving in. And immediately, in my heart, I'm like, someone also was university, someone married. I started challenging myself. That these people entering this university, they have 10 years. They do. I started looking at their heads. How many years they have? I realized that they only have 1 year. I said, this was I ever did this. I went round the place. I was very inspired. Not influenced, but inspired. Because everything I was seeing it by myself. And the man was taking me around. He said, that is the department of this, that is the department of that. He was looking at it, not new. He was reading. He said, that's the department of art science, that's the department of... Immediately, we just saw the department of creative art. Now, the deputy just called and said, look more there, I said, Uncle, I'm coming. Let me go to that place and see what's happening. I got to the department, there was nobody in the school because it was a Saturday, and there was no lecture, so to speak. So I got in there, I went around the place. I got back home. That department was still in my head. I want to take this brochure, before you get into school, there's something you search. That was book. I started going through. And I went through it. What subject do I really need to get into school? And I looked at it. Math, English, maybe, and any other social science topic. While I was in Yabate, I said I wanted to navigate that. So I wanted to do that GC again. This is the most surprising thing. Sometimes I made economics, finance, what other course did I do? All those hard courses that I introduced into my course. That one sitting, as in one sitting on level, I made those results. And I asked myself that, how did I do it? For about 10 years, I could not. But the time when I made up my mind, I made my results one sitting. What was not there was literature. But literature was in another GP because I started introducing the courses gradually. You're free to ask me how many GPs did I use? That's the top of another thing. So I didn't give up. What am I trying to tell you? I wanted to go to school, but it was not so easy because I did convince myself. I wanted to please the people around me. But that was what it took for me. It took me 4 or 5 years to navigate back to what I was supposed to do. However, I got into the school. Now look at when you will know that this is it for me. The choice, whatever I wanted to do, that I now made up my mind to do, this is now the result. What happened? When I got that result, and I looked through what I needed to do the creative art, I told it by myself. I wanted to give my dad the phone. He said, daughter, at this point, your choice I will support. Everything that you want to do, after your determination, I see that you're not just going to see because you just want to please me or anything. Anything you want to do. I've never heard about this creative art before. I'm just hearing it for the first time in your movie. If you ask me where they get creative art job, I don't know where they get creative art job. But if you tell me where medical doctors could be, I could tell you they employ medical doctors in the hospital. When he told me that, that was like a challenge for me. I said, Daddy, there's no problem. I submitted the form, and what I now did was, I now went to that school back another time. Of course, the uncle didn't go with me. I entered the bus and I got there. When I got into the school, I went to the department and started looking at the lives of the people in that department. And I started asking questions. Who has graduated from this department? Who? They now told me, Dare Atalade, Stella Damaso. They mentioned quite a few. I said, okay, what's the life of the Atalade? Doing very well. What is the life of the Stella Damaso? Oh, Zacharias is doing very well. And I just stopped there. I now want to check the life of even the teachers teaching children. Yes, I'll be very good. Don't mind me, that was what I did. I don't want to look at their life. I saw that they were not small people. They were great people. People that studied abroad, that would come and teach us, and people that their life was on point with their career. I said, okay, and I came back. I submitted that form, and I went to do the jam. Jam that has been jamming me. Immediately, I think that year the cut-off was 230 or 225 thereabouts, that department, creative art department. But when I did my jam, I got 245. Yeah, I got 245. Now it's above the cut-off of the department. Number 2, I had my own level. So it's not a begging matter. I was not looking for any lecturer to help me. I was not looking for anybody to help me. The paper that I had, my daddy didn't know anybody in the University of Lagos. In fact, he preferred us to go to a Delta state where they can call to Emeka or to Joshua or to Jeremiah. But I never had anybody. But I was very focused and I made up my mind that this is what I want to study, and that was just it. And that's not shocking. One day I was just at home. The list of the University of Lagos came out, and my name was in the first list. My name was in the first list. Not only first list, they published it. It was in the newspaper. I can get it guys here. I see how this. I kept it for my daughter. I kept it with me. Yes, it was published in the newspaper. My name came out in the first list. Normally you're supposed to be keeping your head for accommodation. Because it's first list, you have accommodation and everything. Automatic accommodation. University of Lagos. Moremi Hotel. As in, when you are really in line, as in when you are really in line with destiny, things is just beginning to fall into place. There will be no struggle. But when you are not in line, it was just a very tiny voice, very small in my inside, But I knew that the voice I was hearing on my inside can never deceive me. That voice told me, "Pat, you're a better speaker. Your mind is okay. You better go and study art. And that is where destiny lies for you." And art, creative art just means that anything you're doing, you just application of creativity. Anything you're doing, there's creativity. Whether it's music, there's creativity. Whether it's speech or talking, there's creativity. Anything, just applying creativity. That was just the essence of that word. And my father could not really understand it, but he just said, "I'll stand by his daughter, just go ahead." And when I'm in class with everybody, and lecturers are having all the lectures, things just come natural to me. Wow! They say, "Hey, what do this? Why every other person is running around?" This is how we're going to do it. And by the end of the day, they get this project. They say, "Who is the head of this project?" And they say, "It's Patricia King." And they'll say, "Patricia." They will clap. I don't do myself, hey, if I was a science class, is there anybody out there about it? I'm saying that. So it's not, the problem is not the science class. The thing is, I don't come out for it. That's the question. So don't get me wrong. You understand? I'm going to find science class. Wish you all the best. All the best in life. So you ready? And if they have class, it's not just going to be solving problems. Take class. That's what God did it. In all aspects, there is nothing that is too late. Do you understand me? Do you get it now? There's nothing that is too late. Let me just quickly begin to break down everything I've said. I've given you all the nuggets to the journey of my life. Before people knew, even when I knew, okay, this was what triggered me finally. In 1998, 1999, I think born anybody that time. 1999. They don't born on that time. That year, you know what I did? I did one job for someone. But what I did then, some of you maybe would have heard it. I said, "Oh, come on, the resting high, the so busy, African independence, African independence television." Have you heard that one? Yes. Have you heard Mama, Baba, they are singing station, Sister, Brother, they are singing station. I did it in 1999. I was not yet in the University of Lagos. I entered the University of Lagos 2003. So, entering the University of Lagos didn't really determine who I am today as it was. Entering of the University of Lagos was so for me to be funny. Not for me to have confidence. For me to have boldness, confidence and all that. I knew when I did that job, 1999, anywhere I go, I just said, "Fall down the race is down." I have to just prove. Yeah. I said, can you imagine you hear your voice and it's haunting you? I was somebody's corridor, and by the time you come out of the corridor in another street, you know. So while I was going, I was hearing the jingle on NIC. And my something just told me, very quiet something. I just said, "This is who you are. This is who you are. This is coming like a dream for you." I kept it. I just kept it to myself. Or I tried, I went out on you. You don't hear. Your spirit doesn't tell you things. Holy Spirit should begin to tell you things now. You understand? Yes. The Holy Spirit is not telling you something now. You have to be asking when you're praying. say, Holy Spirit, direct me. Holy Spirit, teach me. Holy Spirit, tell me. Because if you ask me right now, I'll tell you that the Holy Spirit will possible as long as I word that path. This is the path to life for you. So when people are telling me otherwise, I kept the information that the Holy Spirit told me. I knew that this must be God. However, you can see that if that came out of me, would that even been in the